So electron is revolving around this positively charged nucleus and producing a magnetic field in the plane of this paper, inside the plane of this paper. The force in the former case is electrostatic. Former case is that electron is revolving around this positively charged nucleus. So in this case force is electrostatic force, and in this planets revolving around the sun is the gravitational force. So now we show this Bohr picture of electron in this figure. So we can see this Bohr picture. Now we know what is the charge of electron, minus E. Positive E is 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb. But the charge on electron is negative. Now this is performing uniform circular motion. So that means it is moving in a circular of same radius, that you know that these radius cannot be changed around a stationary heavy nucleus of charge Ze. So this charge on this nucleus is capital Ze. Now this constitute current I, where I is equal to E by T. Now this thing has to be understood, that why current is IT. You know electrons move very fast. Electrons move very fast. So what is current? Current is charge per unit time. Current is charge per unit. Here charge is not the stationary charge, but charge moved. Charge that moved per unit time, that will make current. So if you know that this atom is very small and this electron is moving very fast. So let us say this is the point where electron started moving like this. So if this electrons make 100 revolution around this positively charged nucleus in 1 second. Positively charged nucleus in 1 second. So what will happen? So this is making 100 rounds. So this has passed once, twice, thrice, 4 times and so on. So what is the charge? Charge will be multiplied by n times, nq by t. So what happened? This charge is multiplied by n because this electron has passed this point n times in a 1 second. But definitely for electron this is not 1, this is very large, this is about 10 to power 13, about 10 to power 13. So electron, suppose it starts at this point, so it moves around this point about 10 to power 13 times, very large, 10 to power 13 or even more than that. So it moves like this very fast. So if it is moving like this, so we have to multiply this n into E divided by T, that would be the current. So now what is this n? What is this n? T we have already taken 1 second. So it is moving in 1 second. So this is I is equal to simply Ne when T is 1 second. So what is this n? So it is moving n times, that means this n will become frequency, because number of turns in 1 second is the frequency. This n is frequency of revolution, and you know that frequency nu, here I have represented this frequency is equal to 1 by T. So this current will simply become I is equal to E by T, where T is the time period, because frequency is opposite of the time period. Now let us calculate that what is the number of times that this electrons moves around this nucleus. Generally the velocity of electron is 10 to power 7 meter per second, and you know this radius is hardly 1 or 2 angstrom, 1 to 2 angstrom. So let us put 1 angstrom, that means 10 to power minus 10 meter. Now what is this circumference of this circle? This is 2 pi r, 2 pi r. So that means around 6.28 into 10 to power minus 10 meter. So this is the circumference of this circle. If you see this thing, and let us put it equal to 10 as well. So again into 10 to power minus 10, this will become 10 to power minus 9. So this is very small. This is very small. And we have seen frequency equal to velocity upon 2 pi r. So this 2 pi r is 10 to power minus 9. So let us put this here, 10 to power minus 9, and this is 10 to power 7. So if you solve, this will come out as 10 to power 16. So an electron moves around 10 to power 16 times around the atom in 1 second. So the frequency is very large. Now if you want to calculate the current is simply frequency into charge. So what is the frequency? 10 to power 16. This charge is 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb. So let us remove some power. So this will be 1.6 into 10 to power minus 3 ampere. So again if you see, so this is 1.6 milliampere. This is only because of a single electron. A single electron is producing this much current. So don't ignore the current of this single electron as well. So we know this is I is equal to E by T, where T is the time period of revolution and R be the orbital radius. So let us put the values of this. So we know this nu is equal to V upon 2 pi r, and nu is equal to 1 by T. So what is the value of T? 2 pi r by V. So T is equal to 2 pi r by V. So this is the time period. So now let us put all these values. So I is equal to E by T. So and what is the T? So T goes here, T goes here downwards. So this V goes into numerator. So I is equal to EV by 2 pi R. So this is the total current, EV by 2 pi R. There will be a magnetic moment. Now what is the magnetic moment of this? Magnetic moment here is denoted by this mu L. Mu L. So it is denoted by mu L associated with this circulating current. So as there was magnetic moment associated with this current loop, there is magnetic moment associated with this circular motion of electron as well. So this magnetic moment is denoted by mu L, and you know previously magnetic moment was M is equal to I A. So this was the magnetic moment previously. In this case we have calculated what is I is equal to EV by 2 pi r, and area is simply pi r square because electron is moving in circular orbit. So what will be this M? M is equal to I into pi r square. So instead of M we have written mu L. Mu L is equal to I pi r square. Let us put all these values. So I is EV upon 2 pi r, pi here, and 1 r and 1 pi get cancelled. So what we get? EV r by 2. So this is the magnetic moment associated with the circular motion of electron, simply EV r by 2. The direction of this magnetic moment is also in the plane of the paper. So that we have already seen. If the electron is moving in like this, so current will be moving in this direction. Current is in this direction, I is in this direction. So what would be the direction of this magnetic moment or magnetic field? Inside the plane of paper, or we show it by a cross. Why? Because the current flows in opposite direction. This follows the right hand rule discussed earlier and the fact that negatively charged electron is moving anti-clockwise. So electron was moving in this direction, leading to a clockwise current, because current moves opposite to the motion of the electron.